Duskfall, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Interesting name, I thought, Duskfall. Where did that come from?
Yeah, it was actually I had a online name on the IRC network a long time ago that was just Duskfall, and for me the meaning is more like fall from grace.
Okay.
You're someone that has been has fallen from grace. And I also like dusk as everything that has with darkness.
Okay.
So that's a combination of those two, I think.
That's nice, I like that. You said a long time ago, was that 99, around then?
Yeah, because this band was first called Soul Ash, but then we changed the name to Duskfall.
Okay.
I don't know exactly why, I don't remember, but we did.
Yeah. And have you all been involved in the band since then, or has there been changes?
No.
Newcomers. Who is the newest?
I know the answer to that. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm the newest.
And how long have you been with Duskfall?
For about 1.5 years.
Okay, so you've had time to come into the group and...
Yeah.
It's been difficult sometimes.
It can.
Yeah, the thing is that, and I really think that that's one thing to emphasize on that, this band, throughout all the years, we have had a lot of lineup changes.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, people come into a band, but you have to know the expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has too high expectation what we can do, and somebody has too low expectation. Sometimes the personality doesn't work out after a while when you go out traveling together and you have a guy in the group that takes away all the fun. That's not a good thing, because primarily I started playing music because having fun, not to make any money or anything, just to have fun. And for me, it's like, as long as I have fun, I can do it for how long, forever, that's the thing. So
Yeah.
we had a lot of changes, but that's just to keep the band going forward. Like for instance now, this is my first time singing with the band.
Okay.
I used to sing in the past, like on the demo versions, we did a couple of songs, but it's really long ago. But now we had a hard time to find a new singer,
Yeah.
so finally we came to the conclusion that it's better that I start singing again. I used to sing in a band called Gates of Ishtar. We released like 3 albums in the 90s. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a common problem, I think, with a lot of bands, is people come and people go, and it's difficult to find a stability.
Yeah, it's really hard, and just to have people that are good musicians and good friends, and that has all the qualities. So
You must have real problems, because one had a floor and 3 people, and it's very difficult sometimes to get everybody to say, okay, we can do a rehearsal this evening. So it must be quite difficult for you guys to put it out together.
yeah, it is.
You say that.
And I mean, me and Ronnie, we have children as well, so our family life takes a lot of the time from. But you want to, but this is like we cannot live on the music, so we have to have a job and we have family life and everything, and it's a hard thing, but we.
And I had a 4-hour drive forth and back to get to the rehearsal. So, yeah.
You're not from India?
No.
Okay. So where do you come from?
Well, I was born in a place called Collins. It's like
Yes.
But when I joined the Duskfall, back then I lived in college for a few months because I had a job there and everything. But then my cousin, he had an apartment here in Luleå, and I managed to get a job here. So I decided that it's because I had, I wanted to live here because of the band.
Yeah. That's quite a commitment to the band, a 4-hour
Yeah,
journey
well,
to rehearsal.
That's the only thing I'm really good at, is playing music.
Yeah, I saw on the sound check,
Yeah.
and rock music has never been a big favourite of mine, but I found myself, I pointed out to the German, look, my foot is going like this. So I'm being introduced slowly. He says he'll convince me that rock music is the best one.
Yeah, it is.
But you were talking about travelling. I saw that you've had a tour in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah? When was that and how did that go?
Last year.
Yeah, it was last year, and
Crazy.
yeah, totally lifetime best thing that I have ever done is both as like a personal experience and as a musician. because everybody over there is so professional, and the fans are crazy. I mean, we had people in the crowd singing along to the songs almost. So it was like you started checking for like hidden cameras. You found out you were Iron Maiden or something. It was really weird.
Yeah?
And really great fans, and some of the people there had been waiting like I don't know how many years for us to come there, and we're there like hours before the show waiting with the albums to be signed, and it was crazy.
That must be quite something to actually experience that.
Yeah.
It was like going to another fucking planet.
Is there any, what was the highlight? Was there one good situation that was funny, or something else that you enjoyed?
I think the sing-along was.
Yeah, that was
so my.
that was like the hairs on my arm, like.
Yeah. And that's the crowd that sing along.
Yeah, and it was really good. And we have a like a 40-minute documentary from a guy that went with us on the trip, and he filmed that, so we have it on tape as well. And it's like, yeah, I can go back and watch it over and over again because it's really nice.
Yeah, I can imagine it is. So it wasn't too much work, intensive?
No, and everything there, when you come there, everybody's so, like, there's no hassle, everything is on time, you have to be there at that time, and then you start, you have no waiting or anything, and everybody's really polite, and it's amazing. I love the Japanese people, they're the best.
Have you any plans to go back to Japan?
Actually we have, because for this next album, when we actually get it done, we will go, we are asked to come back by the same promoter, because he really liked it when we were there last time, and he wants us to come back there. So.
I would think that would be absolutely amazing
Yeah.
to experience something like that. The new album, have you a name for the new album that's coming?
Yeah, it's named The Everlasting Shadows, and actually the title came from after before we went to Japan. I wanted to read ahead about culture differences and what to do and not to do, and like stories and stuff like that, and history. And then I found documentary about after they had dropped the atomic bomb over Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that there had been like imprints of people's bodies on buildings and on the ground, and that was called like the everlasting shadows, like the shadows that will never go away. So actually that trip gave us the idea, for the title of the new album.
Something like a tribute album to the Japanese.
Yeah, because that trip was a really good experience, and also like for me it's like a mixed. That title means so much because it's partially that, and also like the everlasting. I like the name, like something that never will go away. Like this band will try to do it for as long as we can, you know. So it's like because we have had a lot of ups and downs and like really hard, rough times, but still go on. So I think it's.
With the history that you've had with the ups and downs, and then finally going on the tour and experiencing that, what would you say to the younger people who are now on their beginning their careers? Would you give them any tips?
Never start working or enjoy it.
Have fun, because if you don't have fun, I have seen really big bands that you can see on stage that it's not fun anymore. It's only like they're acting to do the same routine on stage. They do everything that's like they don't. I cannot see that they do it for fun anymore. And then why do you keep doing it? It's like
It has to be real in some way.
yeah, but it has to give you something. It has to give you like a happy feeling or some kind of like something in return. Otherwise, I don't think it's.
Is the new album recorded yet? You're in the studio at the moment? Or?
Yeah, we're working on it. It has been taking a lot of time because our former drummer that played on the older albums, Oscar, he died, and during that period it was really a lot of things that happened in my life and a lot of thoughts and stuff like that. So I have been like, I don't know, it has been a little bit up the hill with that one, but like the bass is done, the drums is done, and guitars is getting there, and so it will be done. So it's
Actually, Axl Rose called and asked why does it take so long?
But Dave, how long did it work with the Chinese Democracy album? It's like
Not as long as this one.
No. No, but it's worth waiting for. I think this is the strongest material.
This is for sure the best Duskfall album. And you know, there were a lot of people that got disappointed by the last album. But of course, you know, with the bad comes, there's also good, you know.
Yeah.
We gained a lot of new fans that got introduced to the band and the music and
Well, I think it's good with a little variation.
of course,
Yeah.
you know, you can't repeat yourself. You gotta, you know, cross the border to what your comfort zone is. Try to expand it.
Yes, as long as you do it for the right purpose. I mean, trying to do something like, hey, now it's like trendy to have female choirs in the back of every fucking chorus. I don't get that. For me, it's like, okay, what can we do? But I don't look for what's the next thing to do because,
Or like doing an album with 8 string guitars and
yeah,
really like super, really well edited and
yeah, like the gent trend has been, or trend, it's not a trend, but it's like the latest sound of metal has been a lot of like really rhythm, technical. And for me, I can be impressed by that for 5 minutes, but after 5 minutes I lose interest because I want to have like, you know, the emotion. And for instance, listen to Motorhead and you get that feeling, you know, and they don't do it that hard for themselves, I think.
Yeah.
For me, it's a lot about getting the right vibe and feeling when I listen to music.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same.
As we said, you have to get the foot down.
Yeah, without even considering it, just listen and okay, the body's doing this. It's,
Yeah.
it's grabbing me somewhere inside.
it's gotta be real or you should just quit.
I was reading on the Facebook page, you're looking for a license partners, and I wasn't sure what that meant.
Yeah, but the thing is that we have committed with one label, like Lion here in Sweden and Scandinavia, and he has the option to release the album here, but we are looking like in Japan and over in the USA to work with people there. So just that we are open and looking for people to work with that we feel have like an engagement in the band. Because I have worked with a lot of different labels in the past, and usually the result is not like. There's been a lot of bad decisions and yeah, stuff taking place without the reach that the band can control it, and I don't like it. So this time we try to keep it in the matter in our hands, so we can like choose who to work with and what to do for the next step.
I think the thing was that we were having the plans to release it just to have the licensed album from us, so we can have full charge. But I know Oliver from Black Lion Records, and he's a big fan of our band, and he's really shown that dedication that we should really do something. And he gave us the opportunity that we don't need to sign any papers. I understand.
Yeah, this is like a trust relationship.
Yeah,
It's a definite.
like a gentleman's agreement.
That he just wrote you could call it a contract, but it's not like we're like on their label, but it's a contract that says that, you know, we don't own the rights to your music or anything like that. Everything, all the profit that you make from your because we get a cut, he gets a cut, and we don't have to pay anything for the stuff that we make money from. Which usually is common nowadays because you have all these 360 deals, which is like ripping off the bands. And mostly young bands sign anything these days just to get a regular label.
Yeah. Going around, I've been asked by several with young people that ask me, that they tell me maybe 3 or 4 times, we don't have a manager yet. We don't have a manager.
I think that whole thing is, if you're good enough, you're gonna make it. I mean, and that stuff with managing, I mean, of course, it's great to have a manager, but if you're like, for example, everyone in this band has their own kind of, taking care of things. I mean, now I take care of gigs, and Anton is taking care of our economy, and of course Mike is the main guy when it comes to the big decisions. Mike is his band. It's just respect him. It's his band, but he has the trust in us, and you can make it far by your own. And I mean, today you don't really need record labels. You have you have the access to the internet to put out your music to all the digital platforms.
And the thing, I mean, in the past, you need a record label because you have to go to an expensive studio. Like when we recorded the first Frailty album with Duskfall, we had a budget for like, I don't know, like 20,000 euro or something like that to go to. Yeah, because Dugout is a really good studio. So but everything there, that's like, you know, it's a deal with the record label. They don't pay for it, you know, it's like a loan for them to go on advanced sales. So that has been like, for me, I think it's better to, like this, we have, everything now we have paid ourselves. Like the drum recording, everything, we pay everything. So everything is paid already with the album. So it's like a ready product that we can license and do whatever we want. We don't owe anyone.
Yeah, it must be a nice position to be in.
Yeah, because the thing is, I hate it when somebody comes to tell you that this is what you should do, you know. This is the next step for you. You have to do this, or you have to do like that. And that's weird because a lot of bands, I think, can get ruined by that. They have their sound, they have their like output, like in social media and everything. Then somebody comes in and say, no, that's not how you should be, like, and they try to change that.
Yeah.
And why change it? Like big labels, they sign a band, and then after a while they start to push them. Like you should have more clean vocals, you should have more keyboards and more samples and stuff like that because that's what's selling now. But why did you sign them for the first place then?
Yeah.
Then sign those bands that sound like that. Don't take a band and change it into a product that you want to sell.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds to me like a place where I would want to be.
Yeah, and I have been experiencing it because with Duskfall we have been on Nuclear Blast, like one of the biggest labels in Europe, and you know the hinders are starting to come. But okay, we like it, but maybe we should. And I don't think so. You know, it should be real. If it's not real, it's like for the last album, everybody was like, oh, why do you change the vocals? It was mainly like, as I started to discuss at the beginning, that we need to find a guy that we can work with, and I know Magnus from when we have been in Dugout, he was there with his other band, Angel, and I knew we can work with him, and he was a nice guy, and he could vocals and everything. And it was not like, now we have to change and do something more like mainstream so people will accept us. We have never been about that, so I don't understand band that does that kind of change just to make it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I like with Motorhead. They have always been like, fuck you, this is our music, this is how we do it. And they have been like, they have outlived everything, like all the trends and everything.
Yeah.
They have been big and played like arenas, and some years they played like local pubs and bars.
Yeah.
And they survived like the cockroaches. They were.
It's like having the integrity.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Lemmy didn't fucking sell out. I think that's like the main credit to give to that guy.
He's the biggest rebel in rock and roll music. He survived everything.
Yeah.
He still lives forever.
Yeah. He has a fantastic voice, I think.
Yeah.
Being me, I can't say that with the rock music. I was maybe 18 or 19 years old when Motorhead were big, so I did have a few of their albums at that time. But I know that you're in a bit of a hurry to go and get some food.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah, I was thinking you say your name was Mike?
Yeah.
Because you're the one who sings, and it says Satan here.
That's because we haven't like, this is nobody, not even, we haven't like posted anything on the net who's the singer, because we wanted it to be like a kind of surprise for the people. So today is like the unveiling of who's the new singer, because we have been looking for quite a while after the last singer left. So people have been like, who's going to be the next guy on? So we started to milk it, you know?
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you good luck with the upcoming album.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it does really well. And maybe if you go off to Japan, I'll send a German along to document everything.
Yes.
Which I'm sure he'll be up for. But thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.